Mary Mac. Hey, Miss Mary.
Hey, Margot.
And me, comedian Margot Evans. Yay! Yes, we're back. We're back. Really do appreciate you guys. You're back. Your girls are back. Your girls are back. Welcome back to the Just Being Me podcast.
Hey y'all, welcome to the Just Being Me podcast. Welcome back. I know we missed last week, but guess what? We're back. How you doing, Miss Mary?
I am good. How you doing, Coco?
You know what? I'm fighting a cold, but I'm here. That's why we wasn't here last week. I got a cold. I'll go into that in my weekend, but whatever.
Okay. Hey, Patrice. Hey, y'all.
How you been
Thank
doing?
you for having me.
Yep. Of course. Thank you for joining us again. We'll just jump right in. We got a lot of stuff since we missed last week, but we'll try to get through. Well, look, I'm talking for y'all, but I will try to get through this because my energy is still kind of low. You know what? What do we want to do? We want to read my thought of the day, huh? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thought of the day. Experience is the hardest kind of teacher. It gives you the test first and the lesson afterwards. Mm-hmm.
That was great. That was really good.
Yep. You take the test and then you learn the lesson.
Hopefully.
Because, sometimes...
I'm like, do you really learn the lesson? Do you really learn the lesson?
If you pay attention, you do.
Did you really learn the lesson?
Sometimes you got to take the test a couple of times.
We found that joint. And sometimes some of us never learn that lesson. So I don't know about that.
Never.
Some of us never learn that lesson.
True.
We just be like, I'm going to see for myself, so I'm going on back in.
Right.
Pray for me here.
Y'all pray for me.
Right.
Yeah, here I go.
Please pray for me. Please pray for me. Mm-mm. You guys can't make me laugh today because I'm going to go into a coughing attack like I just did. Woo! I got to go get my cough drop, but I'm like, great. This whole time I did not cough, and as soon as we turned on, y'all made me laugh, and it took off. All right, y'all. So let's just jump into our weekend review.
What you do this weekend?
Miss Mary, what you do this weekend?
I didn't do anything. I was in this place. It was like raining cats and dogs. Thursday, my garage got flooded. So once I got my car out, my car was fine. And I ended up getting up early Saturday morning and taking it to get detailed. And I've been in my place ever since. So I didn't really do anything this weekend. Just stayed at home. Watching movies and reading. That was basically it for me because this rain never stopped. And it still hasn't stopped yet. Just like you told me, it's raining now. I'm sick of rain. I'm sick of the rain.
Yes. It's still raining. Blame it on the rain, because...
Absolutely.
That's all we've been dealing with all this... For what? A couple of days now? Almost a week. cold.
Has it been almost a week? It's been almost a week, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Thursday, yeah. It started, what, Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's almost a week. Oh, my God.
Almost a week, and we still raining out. So, I've been sick, so that's where I was all weekend. Let's see, Wednesday of last week. That was Wednesday. I think it was Tuesday. I didn't go to work Wednesday.
Yeah, and you told me that you wasn't feeling good Wednesday.
Yeah. So, my husband was sick, and he came in there and laid in the bed, and every time he would cough in his sleep, I would just turn my head the other way. You know, when you sleep, you ain't trying to cover your mouth or nothing, but I was up. But when I fell asleep and I felt him cough in my face, I instantly knew that I was about to be sick. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And I was, and it was nothing nice. It would have shortness of breath, coughing, and, headache. The cough is no joke, because it make you have a headache, because it's just like uncontrollable. My whole body right here is like I did a million crunches. I'm like, just let it go away. But I will say I feel like at least 90% better. It's just the congestion now and the cough is still there. But no fever, none of that. I'm just trying to get through it. And then with the cold weather, so I have to stay in where it's warm. If it stays warm, then everything stays solid and where it needs to be. But as soon as that air hit it, all the mucus and everything start moving, and then I gotta blow noses and cough and sound gross and everything. And I'm like, yeah, I had to go to work because I said, you know what, I'm gonna go get my computer and I'm gonna try to sneak in, because my office is like, the door entrance is right here, then it's my office. So I tried to sneak in, had my beanie on, I had my face wrapped up, I had a mask on, just to get my computer so I can work from home, because that was like the second day that I was out, and I was like, I was just tired of laying down, so I could do some things work-wise. Of course, I made it in my office. One person seen me, but he didn't say nothing, and then I made it into my office, didn't turn the light on, and people was coming to my office like they knew I was there with the light off. I was like, what have y'all ever just walked in my office? So y'all telling me y'all just don't even knock on the door, you just jiggle it, and if it's unlocked, you guys come in my office? They're like, is she in there? Is she in there? And I just wanted to put this paper in there. And then a guy opened the door, and I'm sitting with him. He said, oh, I didn't know you was in here. Why did you walk in my office? I'm HR, first of all. You're not supposed to walk in my office like that.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah. So I was like, okay.
Now you know what they're doing when you're really not there.
Right, exactly. And luckily I locked my door. My door is locked all the time. But because I was in there, it was unlocked. So I was like, all right. So this other guy came in, and he did one of these knock opens. So I'm like, I'm sitting there looking, I know, like hell. And he was like, oh, just letting you know that, I'm getting ready, I have to do this, and I got a dental appointment, this, that, whatever. And then I'm like, trying not to talk, because I already felt the gargly in my throat, and I didn't want to talk. So I said, okay. He said, are you sick? I was like, yes. And then it was like, he was like, you need to go home. Why don't you go home? Why are you here? Why'd you go? I said, I'm trying to get my computer so I can't go back home. I'm not here. That's why the lights are off. He was like, oh, yeah, you sound sick. I was like, great. Excuse me. So did that and ended up relaxing all weekend, and I'm just trying to deal with this rain right now. Coming in and out. So hopefully by the weekend I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just glad it's not in your chest, because they got that respiratory thing going on right now.
That's what I was afraid of. I was like, I hope, it's not that.
At least you up moving around. That helps.
Yeah.
You're just not laying around, because if you're laying around like that, that can set in and cause pneumonia. So
yeah.
I'm glad you're up and moving around.
Yeah. Patrice, how you doing? What you do this weekend? No?
I'm good.
Oh, there you go.
I did absolutely nothing. I was not going outside. I was not participating in society. I was not. While it was wet on the ground, I was in the house with girl and no party. So, I couldn't be outside.
I heard that. It was perfect to be inside. Because this rain is not a joke. It's like Mary said, she got flooded. Her driveway got flooded. Garage got flooded. And Patrice was saying that all the streets was flooded over there in Torrance, where the lights went out. It was just crazy. We in California. We don't do this.
The freeways were crazy. The 710 was like a river.
Ooh, yeah.
You know.
We don't do this right here.
And they said the 405 was horrible. My neighbor, he has to catch the 405. He said it took him so long to get to work. He's trying to figure out, when I was out there talking to him, how he was going to get to work the next day. They were trying to map something different out for him. Because that 405 was a mess.
Wow.
I'm just like, oh my goodness.
And it's pouring right now.
I can really hear it too.
Yeah.
I can really hear it.
I was just looking back, I'm like, I ain't washing nothing. It sounds like the washing machine is on.
It does sound like that.
It's like, you know, they can have it. I hope we got.
I thought we were gonna have a little reprieve today, but it was a really nice day today, and then all of a sudden it's like
it just came out of nowhere. Yeah, it was nice earlier today. So yeah. So that's what we doing, y'all, over here in California. We over here swimming, canoeing.
Trying not to take a swim.
Yeah. Skiing. Boating. Down the street. Yachting. Down the highways. That's the way it
down
is.
The highways.
Cloud is flying off the hills. And
yeah.
dirt flying all down the girl. It's been hard. It's very rare we get rain like this, but when we do, we always get some sort of tragedy attached to it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like we're not prepared.
Yep.
No, we're not. And we live too close to the ocean not to be prepared. We definitely should all. There's no reason why cities so close to the ocean, and I mean literally we walk to the ocean from cities,
right?
Where they should not be. They should be flooded. There's no logical reason why.
Exactly.
Right.
We don't prepare.
Nope.
So that's crazy in itself, especially when you know. Let's see what weather is 2 or 3 months predictable at this point.
Yeah, they knew this storm was coming.
For the most part,
they knew the storm.
They knew the storm was coming for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you can predict tornadoes and hurricanes a year or 2 years in advance, you can predict some rain.
Right.
I just don't understand why we just don't get more prepared, because being flooded like this, people's homes are flooded, hillsides, it's ridiculous. And it wasn't in one section of the city. It kind of it's affecting the entire state, actually.
Exactly. And, it's really hard to see the mud going into these people's windows and breaking out the frames of the windows. It's so heavy and thick. And it's just coming, and you cannot stop it. You cannot stop it.
Anything about it.
And I mean, going through garages, bending garages, cars covered. The top of your car is covered in mud. When those people, it reminded me of when they have those snowstorms. Somebody goes out and the car is covered, and all the snow. I mean, imagine that mud that can dry. It's going to get hard, and it's very heavy. It don't melt like snow. Right. And those people, they're out there trying to shovel this mud. I don't know where they think they're going to take it. Right. They're just trying to get it out of their property and away from their property, but it's still coming because the rain hasn't stopped.
Right.
And I feel bad for them, but they bought those homes in the hills, and this is what happens. And we got houses falling off cliffs, whole backyards and patios and half of garages or whatever. And it's like, what do you think's going to happen when all that earth gets saturated with water?
Right.
It can't hold up. It's going to fall right off into the ocean.
Yep.
But this is what you guys want. You want to live in the hills and you want to live on the cliffs.
Yeah.
These are your California dreams.
Yeah, and even over here in Black Beverly Hills or Baldwin Hills, they had a major mudslides too that went down onto La Brea. And them homes been up there for a long time. My dentist live up there.
Yeah.
And they had mudslides. A woman's house went down, but they said they had all over the county of LA over 400 mudslides.
That's a lot of mud.
That's a lot of mud.
That's a lot of mud. But you know what that tells me? That tells me that they're not building those barriers and things like that. I guess bigger walls. I don't even know if that will hold it, but in the time where I guess it would hold it, those things are not happening. And maybe are they even paving enough roads up there? Maybe. I don't know.
Right. That's just... Whew, I don't know. I hope it just slows down, so no more damage, no more mudslides, no more cars floating around and all this stuff. It's just we're not used to this.
Really not. And you know what? I was concerned about, the homeless population.
Yeah, they were showing them too.
This is some real rain.
Yeah, they had a guy, and I'm sorry I don't remember because I was watching it this morning on the news in passing, but it was some guy who was going around to like the homeless encampments, and they was taking them into the Dream Center, the Dream Center. Who wanted to go? So if they were like just out, they were taking them into housing while it was raining, which is cool. But I mean, again, too, a lot of them don't even want to go inside because they're mentally ill and they just want to.
They can get really sick in this weather because it's not only raining; it's cold and the wind is blowing.
Yes, it's cold. It's icy.
Really cold. It's really cold.
And that's where you get the sickness from.
That's where it grows.
Wet and cold. It's just like, ugh. But, I mean, hopefully they got as many people as wanted to go in and could, get people into those locations or whatever. Save them. It's a lot. So y'all just be careful out there. Y'all be careful with the driving, too, because that right there, y'all splashing through these damn puddles. I mean, we talking about flooded puddles. That thing can stop your car. And I'm driving and people are trucks, cars, whatever it is. Y'all flying through this water. Do you know that thing? Well, water get up in your engine and cut your car off. You don't need to fly through that stuff like that.
Yeah. And just because that car in front of you make it doesn't mean you're going to make it through.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And then you splash it and you stop and then the car behind you going to hit you if they going fast. It's just like people do not.
Right.
I don't know, Californians. I don't know. I know. You got to know how to drive.
You know what? Bottom line is, we're not ready. We so used to the sunshine. Something like this happened, girl. We just all soaked.
Yeah. What do we do? What do we do? Do we go fast to the water? Like, come on. Common sense kick in. Please kick in.
Yes, it's kind of sad. I just kind of thought about them. I'm just like, God, what are they doing? Where are they taking these people? Are they doing anything for them? Because, those makeshift tents, they're not going to hold against this weather.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. All right, y'all. Let's jump into let's talk about it. Okay, so let's see. Let's start with the Grammys. You were saying that Tracy Chapman was singing with the Fast Car. What's his name?
Luke Combs. Yeah, he did her song. Fast Car. Remember Fast Car? It was back in the 80s.
Yeah, I like that.
Kind of popular song. It was a really nice song, and he got permission from her to do it again, and she gave him permission, and I think it won an award. And she came out and they did the song together. It was beautiful.
Oh,
it was
that's
beautiful.
cool.
It was really nice, and you can tell he really appreciates her. And he was very, very thankful.
Oh, that was cool.
It was I just saw it. I didn't watch the Grammys. I don't watch those type of shows, but I saw some clips of it, and it was beautiful. She looks the same. Her skin is so beautiful, and she still has the long dreadlocks, but they're gray now. But she still looks the same.
Oh, that's cool. I see it right here. I'm gonna look at it. I did see it on the like a little snippet of it on the news when the Grammys that came on, but I never looked at it. Oh, that's cool. I like Tracy Chapman.
I did too. There was 2 songs that I liked that she did. I can't remember the other one, but there were 2 that I liked back in the day.
And then you said something about Jay-Z. What happened with Jay-Z at the Grammys?
Yeah, I mean, he won some type of award. I can't remember what it was. I didn't watch it, but they said when he got up there, he went up there with his daughter, Blue, and he said something about he didn't want to embarrass anybody, and he was referring to his wife, but it was something about her not getting a Grammy for the album of the year or something. And he was like, she had won so many Grammys for whatever, and about her songs always being top songs or something. I can't remember everything, but he was just saying, even on their level, the Grammy level or whatever, that, statistics say that his wife should have won a Grammy for like Song of the Year or something, and she never did. So he was just saying that he didn't think it was fair. And I'm like, ooh, okay. But they said that he had a meeting with the Grammy guy afterwards, and I don't know what happened from that, but yeah, he got up there and said his little piece. I understand.
Okay.
He said a whole lot more than that.
Oh, what did he say?
He talked about how some people shouldn't have even been in that category. He talked about how statistically the Grammys have always been racist.
Oh my goodness!
Oh yeah, he called it out, and he just said, "And wait a minute, it was quiet as a pin." And he was like, "I just tell the truth." He was like, he was like, "These are the facts," and
good for him.
Yeah.
He just was like, hopefully things change, but he said, but maybe not. He was just Jay-Z was like, he said, this is probably the last Grammy y'all ever give me. He was just going in. And I heard today on CNN where they were talking about why Beyonce did not win Album of the Year, and supposedly it's because she wins too much. She's won 32 Grammys, but I don't think she has Album of the Year.
Right.
Who says it's too many? Somebody's talented. Who's counting?
Right.
And that's what they were saying. And somebody said, I cannot believe they uttered that out of their mouths. Oh. And so I think it's just kind of, at the end of the day, there are some, now, did I like Renaissance? To me, Renaissance was not one of her best albums. To me.
Okay.
It was a good album. Excuse me. But it was not one of her best.
Okay.
She's had way better albums to me.
Mm-hmm.
But was it a good album? Heck yeah. But I don't know if it was Album of the Year. This one wasn't my favorite, and it wasn't something that I keep reaching for, right? Mm-hmm. Usually for me, and neither was Taylor Swift's CD. I mean, I've listened to Taylor Swift. Neither was her CD. So I don't reach for nothing Taylor Swift over and over again. She just pouts too much for me. But I say if she deserves Album of the Year, she deserves Album of the Year. I don't know what it is we have to do statistically to be equal. And he is right.
What we need to do is we need to stop caring and stop letting them measure us. You know what I mean?
Right.
We have to do it amongst ourselves because we'll never get it. We'll never get it the way we're trying to do it now. And they're not going to give it to us. So we need to give it to ourselves.
And we got what? The
He
BET
talked about how
NAACP.
people in the past have boycotted, like Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff, when they were supposed to be nominated for Album of the Year and weren't, and they boycotted and they watched it. And he was just talking about how we need to start boycotting in different types of avenues, right? And so he also spoke on that. But I loved it because he was up there. Yes, he was rooting for his wife, but he was really sending a bigger message.
Yes, he was. Right? Yes, he was. I'm just so thankful that it wasn't. I'm just thankful that it wasn't one of those Kanye West moments. Remember what he did to Taylor back in the day?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was crazy. But I tell you what, he was telling the truth.
He was telling the truth.
He was telling the truth. It was just a bad delivery.
Yeah, bad delivery, but he was telling
the truth.
Yeah. And Taylor Swift has had 14 Grammys. Won 14 Grammys.
It's
so, and most of hers are Album of the Year.
Yep.
And most of hers are Album of the Year, right?
Album of the Year. Album of the Year. And here's the thing, they always pitting them against one another.
Right.
Beyonce and Taylor Swift. And the bottom line is, it's been Taylor's year and they're going to make it Taylor's year.
Yeah.
Regardless, these people are Taylor Swift crazy.
Yeah. If they're going to put a black singer against a white singer, the white singer always going to be the top one over. And I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. I don't really care for her.
I don't know. I don't know of anything she has made. I don't know one of her songs. I don't even know a title of a song she has ever made. I've never listened to her.
No.
Her records at all.
Me either. She's irritating to me, and that's just looking at her and seeing her all over the place, and she seems like really phony. That's what I seen on the Grammys. It were doing little spotlights on the news, and what's her name? Celine Dion had presented her with the Grammy.
Okay.
And Taylor Swift went on. First of all, this is what I can't stand about this girl. They announced her to be the winner of the Grammy, and she does this. Like she didn't know. You knew you was about to get that shit. And then you just looking around and then you like doing this little Disney stuff like, walking, hugging everybody. Oh. She gets up on the stage, she hugging and kissing everybody. Disney, like you're animated. Extra. Celine Dion is sitting there holding to give her the award.
Okay.
And say, I'm looking at y'all. This y'all Celine Dion. She like this. Takes it from Celine and start walking away, to make her little speech.
She didn't hug her?
She didn't hug her. Did not hug her. Did not even acknowledge her. And then so afterwards, behind the stage, she took a picture with Celine Dion because somebody probably pulled her and said, "Did you realize that you just took that from Celine Dion? You didn't even." Celine Dion been sick. She ain't even supposed to be here. And she came here to present you an award. And you over here doing these little Disney hugs and kisses that's so fake that you didn't even realize what was in front of you. Mm-hmm. So behind the scenes, they took a picture and you should see Celine. And she like this. Like Taylor Swift over here. She like, what? It looked like a whatever. Okay, I'll take the picture. Whatever. I said, see, that's what you get. Because you're doing too much.
It appeared like she snubbed her or something.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. And you can tell on Celine's face as she took it, she like gave it to her and she just watched her walk like, she walked away like, okay.
Oh my goodness.
You can see it all in her face. She was like, okay. I was like, wow, did she really just do that? You hugged 5 million people down there at your table after you act like you didn't know you was about to get the damn award. And then you tapped up the stairs, and then you hugged everybody that was on the stage except for the person that was presenting you the award.
She can never take that back.
No, you can't. You fake. She's so fake and phony. That's why I could never get into Taylor Swift.
Right.
Patrice, you like Taylor Swift?
She's listening to her music.
I have listened her music. No, I mean, it's okay. I listen to a little bit of everything.
Oh, yeah, she's
I have listened
she's
to her music. Am I a fan? No.
Okay.
Her personality just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't.
And I don't like how everybody's upset. I'm not a fan when people are overly obsessed with people.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I'm not like I'm not a fan when people are overly obsessed. And people don't say anything about people being overly obsessed with them. I'm not a fan of it.
Right. So
what does she do? She
you can be like everybody else. Huh?
She's not an actress. I've never seen her act in a movie. Is she an actress as well, or is she just a singer and a writer?
Just a singer.
She's just a singer and a writer.
Yeah.
So what is she doing? Popping 2 albums a year or so? She just came off tour. How many albums did she put out? Usually.
Let's see.
She has a lot. I think she might do 1 or 2 a year.
Oh, okay.
But let me tell you one thing about the girl. The girl is very marketing smart.
Oh, okay.
She's very smart marketing-wise.
She got some good people working for her.
She got some very good people working for her. And I can give her credit for it because, honey, she will milk a single. Like, damn, she'll milk a single like it's going out of style.
Okay.
And she can build a hype. That's the one thing she's also good for. She can build a hype. And so she's good, but she's good like that. I mean, and her music is okay. It's not, it's not always my cup of. She writes a lot of not hatred stuff. She gets in a lot of relationships and break up with a lot of people, and so she loves writing about that. And I just be like, girl, this is like your 5,625,000 breakup. Like, ain't no more need in this world for you to date. Like, what are we doing? So, yeah, it's that for me. She's a breakup queen.
Okay.
And then she write a song about you and put all your business on blast. She that kind of, that kind of girl. So you're like, oh, okay.
It says she has 14 albums that net worth over $1.1 billion. So,
wow.
I mean,
I think she owns her own catalog. If I'm not mistaken,
I'm pretty sure she does.
Catalog.
I'm pretty sure she does.
Yeah.
And they made sure.
Like, the girl is smart. Don't get me wrong. The girl is smart. And she can have some longevity because her tour grows over $1 billion.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They don't do bad on tour at all.
She is a star. She's a star.
Absolutely.
And her marketing is great. And, she's going to do well whatever she does. All through the rest of her life, she's going to be fine. It's just, for me, it's the irritation for me. She just irritates me.
It's like overexposure.
Yeah.
We get
That's
so
what
much.
it is.
It's just, we get so much of it.
Yeah.
Even Beyonce know how to go sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
Beyonce will disappear for months, 6-7 months.
Yeah.
Taylor, you always see her ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always see her ass. And I just be like, girl, go sit the hell down.
How old is she?
So, she's in her 30s, I think.
Is she?
I think so. Check and see how old she is.
Let's see.
She's in her early 30s.
Oh, okay.
Let me see how old she is. 34.
34, okay.
Yeah, she's in her early 30s.
Yeah, she got one more year to set that ass down. 35, that's set down season. Through the rest of your life.
Set that
ass season. Yeah. You got one more year, Taylor, to be prancing around here every time we see you, every day, every month, every whatever. Then you just need to go chill. Find you a man, take your billions, go travel, go do some good deeds, and then come back and let people miss you, like Beyonce.
And see, that's not going to happen until they bring some little younger girls up.
Yep.
And they'll just kind of push her out as, the generation goes.
Yeah. All Hurry up. No, hurry up. Speaking of Taylor Swift, so Super Bowl is this weekend. Dun, 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 dun. And her man is playing in the Super Bowl. So, I mean, they have so many, like, polls and stuff. Like, how many times do you think you're going to see Taylor Swift on the screen? We don't want to see her, so don't do it.
They say she's not even going to the game.
Really?
Because they said she has a concert in another country.
She does have a concert in another country, but it's in, like, China or something. So she can make it back here before they start playing.
Oh,
I think they were trying. I think she was saying she was trying not to come, but
I hope she don't.
You know, I hope she don't. And it's really pissing me off how they're so focused on Taylor because y'all should be focused on Usher and
it's taking away from that there.
It's really taking me off.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
And that's honestly too what makes me not a fan of hers because she doesn't actually come out and say, yo, Usher's playing, I'm not going to be there.
Right.
She just gets quiet because that's free publicity. Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And she just lets it just go on. And yeah, that's what.
And also seeing how Jay-Z is in charge of the halftime entertainment.
Yeah.
You know where that's happening.
I have been Jay-Z since day one. People used to sleep on Jay-Z. I have been Jay-Z since day one because I knew he would do something I knew he would be something bigger.
Yeah.
Than just rapping. But that boy,
I like Jay-Z.
I just wanna lay at the feet and hear conversations. I just wanna get nice and lay at the feet and get conversations. Because that boy and that girl, I'm sorry, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about businesses. Like, do something more with your career.
I think
other than.
Right. And I think we have seen a lot of that with Rihanna herself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look what she has done for herself.
Yeah.
You know, so this is before she had kids, a dude, whatever.
Yeah.
She done this for herself.
Yeah.
And I just take my hat off to her. I'm like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Beautiful.
Yeah.
But guess who was her manager for a long time?
Yeah. Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then she had to step away from Jay-Z.
Yeah.
To become who she is.
Yeah. But I think he probably instilled a lot. I don't know the reason behind her stepping away, but I don't know, Jay-Z. I like Jay-Z as a businessman. Like, I know he got some other stuff in his past or whatever, but I think that he's a really great businessman. And, like, he showed that that Damien Dash ain't never came back. And he blamed Jay-Z for his downfall. And if you a businessman, it wouldn't matter who you thought took something from you or whatever. You should have overcome. Because he always complaining about his old businesses and what he, and David Dash is a very good businessman as well. I just wish he would stop whining about shit that happened 40 years ago. Bump that stuff and get to the business and he will be so profitable. But he likes to whine, but I'm taking it down a whole nother.
And, I know.
The sad part about it is Dan Dash is a multi-millionaire himself. He's still a multi-millionaire even after Jay-Z.
Yeah. He just whines too much.
Is that a lot of people are saying that Jay-Z get a lot of care. He gets a lot of credit for the rap game when he was never the top guy ever.
Ever. I don't like Jay-Z as a rapper.
Ever. They said ever. And they said that he started, getting this notoriety and he kept going after Biggie and Tupac and him marrying Beyonce. People really start bringing him up. But they said he was never all that ever in the rap game.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. I like him as a businessman. As a rapper, no. He had maybe one or two songs that I would bop to, but I was never a Jay-Z fan. Like, oh, that's a Jay-Z hit. No. Mm-mm. But I as a businessman, I give him his props on that. Whatever he did.
I'm more of a logical rap fan. So I do like him because his raps make sense and they are logical and they actually do make you kind of think about certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Is he number one? No, I don't think he's number one. But I'd say he's in the top 30.
Oh, I'll give him top
30. I'll give him top
30.
I'll give him top 30.
Yeah, I'll give him top 30.
I'll give him top 30,
Yeah.
I'll give him top 30.
Yeah.
I might even, I give him top 30. I don't 20 pushing it, but
I ain't going no further.
but he's in, and I also like that he's inspired so many other rappers like Lil Wayne, Kanye West, and that just shows a lot of his style too have been intertwined in a lot of these people too. So, but that's a part of business as well, right? I don't think his goal was to ever be the top rapper, and he's actually said.
I don't know. I don't know necessarily that he really inspired Kanye either. I think sometimes in the movie he made me feel like he was scared of Kanye's talent, and he didn't want to be bothered with Kanye.
He was the only one that signed Kanye when other people wouldn't.
No, he didn't want to sign him. He did not in the movie. He did not want to sign him at all. It was the other guy that kept trying to persuade him that was that was Jay-Z's friend and said, bring him. We got to bring him in. Jay-Z didn't want.
And that's understandable too. I don't always think, well, I know this to be true. Like even in businesses, when I'm doing business deals sometimes, I'm not always on board with it for whatever reason. And then once I get in it, I can see the value in it. But I don't always have to be in a business deal to see the value in it, if that makes sense. But I know once I'm in it, I'm like, okay, I can see why they do this. I can see why this is happening. But there are a lot of business deals that I do. I just be like, what is this? I don't want to do this. I don't want to be here. And then I'm made to do it. And then I can see the value going further down the line. So I don't always think people get it right in that. But I do think that after you do get it right, I do think that there is some influence. Because even Kanye will say that there is some influence from Jay-Z there. There's not a lot, but there is some there. Mm-hmm. So, I just think all the old rappers influence the new rappers, and I think it just goes down the line. We can say, Slick Rick, and we can say DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Everybody is climbing on somebody's back,
right?
At some point, and it's usually the most popular rappers, right? So, in the sense of that, but he don't even care about rap anymore. He do it with his wife and his family, and that's it. But he making their money behind closed doors, and that's all that's important to him.
Yeah,
he's managing.
I like that.
And he's managing his wife as well, right?
Yeah.
I think he does still manage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What I want him to do with his $billions is get a haircut. That's what I want him to do. That little boo-boo dreadlock knot, I don't know what that is. That look hella crazy. I don't know what that is, but yeah.
It's like he was trying to look like this artist.
Yeah, no.
I can't think of his name right now. And it was a whole weird thing for me. I was like, are you serious right now, dude? I'm like, whatever.
See, and I know Beyonce probably be telling him to cut that because Beyonce a Virgo like me. So.
I think he probably let his kids.
I'm like, cut that off.
I think he probably let his kids playing his hair and they just left it like that. And he was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna go with.
It's inspired by my children.
I think he was playing dog.
I think he was just trying to reinvent himself in some areas of his life.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, I don't like it. I don't like it. Take it off. So moving along. So Krishan, my favorite rock, is facing major legal consequences for the alleged assault of James Wright, who is Tamar's background singer. I think a couple of months ago, she was at Tamar's concert, and Tamar invited her, and it was the discrepancy on if she was going to be performing or if she was just there as a guest. And according to Tamar, she was just there as a guest, and she was going to come out and do, you know, she brings people out to do little dances or whatever at the end of her show. But Krishan was under the impression that she was supposed to be there to perform. So she went and spoke to, you know, different people. It was like, hey, I'm here. Where am I supposed to go? I'm supposed to perform. And they looking at her like, perform? Like, this is Tamar's show. What you performing for?
Bless her heart.
Yeah. So she ended up talking to James. And, you know, by this point, she was frustrated. And she popped James in the face. He said that she had rings on that felt like brass knuckles. It chipped his tooth and busted his lip and all kind of stuff. So at first he said he wasn't going to press charges like when it first started, but now I guess he had a change of heart for whatever reason, and he has that right to do so. So he is pressing charges against her for assaulting him, allegedly assaulting him. And I don't know. Y'all know that I love Krishan Rock because I know she come from a very hard place, a very hard life. Just from what I know of her on reality TV. I don't know the girl. And her and Blueface have been together, then broke up, then had a baby, then it broke up. Blueface is in jail right now. She sits here and talks shit, you know, oh, I got a new man, I got this person, I have my baby, I'm in love, this is her, whatever. And then the next thing you know, she's getting his face tattooed on the side of her face. Another tattoo. After she had a tattoo on her neck of his face. That got re-tatted or whatever. And now she has a
Yeah, she had that covered.
Yep. And now she got a big one on the side of her face. And I was like, is that real? And
how do you get that covered? Jesus.
Yeah, and it's real. They had TMZ said they had someone talk to the artist, and he said, yeah, that's real. But I recently seen her on a live, and it could easily be covered up with makeup because she was on a live, and it wasn't there. It wasn't on her face. So I'm like, either it's covered up with makeup. I can see both sides of her face. I didn't see it. And I don't think it was that far back where her hair was. I would have been able to see some kind of something. Right. I didn't see it. So she may have covered it up after receiving backlash. Or she seemed like the type of person don't care. Anyway, but...
She's so young to do that to herself. Mm-hmm. I mean, oh my gosh.
She said that the baby is so cute, and she said that she confirmed on a live that she is back with Blueface, that she's gonna wait for him, that they are coming out with a new Crazy in Love 3 that's on Zeus. I said, so this is what this is. It's publicity for the show so y'all can get back together and make this show. If that's it, okay, whatever. And then she said she's going to get pregnant every year. She wants 11 kids. And I was like, all right, I'm done.
You don't even have the one she got correctly now.
Right. I'm like, I'm
and
done.
now she moved out of her house and moved into his house. And he's in jail.
He moved back into his house. Yes. He's in jail. So it's this guy called Whack 100 who's out here because Blueface is from here and Whack 100 is his manager, and they had him talking and he was like, y'all too much in the hype of these reality shows and you know the stuff that she be saying on live. He can't stand Krishan, but he's like, she never had a house, she rented the house. She have you guys thinking that she bought a house. He said, how'd she buy a house when, for what money? With what money? I said, well, this dude don't like her anyway, so he gonna throw dirt on her. But it made sense. Why would you leave your home and go live back at Blue's house? You would keep your home or have somebody living there. They have a do not trespass. She don't live there no more at the house that she was at. Wow. So I'm like, see, she 23, she young, she dumb. You know, people tried to put their arms around her the first time. You know, when she got pregnant and she left Blueface, that's where Tamar came in. Tamar from Baltimore, too. So she just trying to, you know, all right, come on, little sister, let me, you know, kind of coddle you and do this. But that's not what she wants. She just want to be Krishan Rock and do all this other stuff. When she could be so amazing, like she's sitting on live with somebody else talking about, she's very spiritual, talking about God, and they going reading the Bible and they talking and all this stuff. I mean, she could do so much better, but then she got her devil on the other side of her shoulder that don't allow her to be great. She could do her own reality show with her and her family, and that would take off. That's what my rant. You know what? Let me jump into my rant right now because
Go ahead.
it has something to do with this right here. So I have Zeus channel. I ordered the Zeus channel. It's only $5.99 a month, but I ordered it because I wanted to watch the baddies. So the baddies is on there. The bad boys are on there. They had what's the other one that I watched with what's that lady name? Oh, what's her name? Puerto Rican princess lady. She had a show on there. Jocelyn. She had a show on there. Chance from back in the day, Chance and his brother or whatever. He had a show on there. Bobby Lights had a show. So it had a lot of shows on there. So I was like, okay, cool. It's just like reality show heaven. And their reality shows on Zeus is like no holds bar. You know, you can see fights. You gonna see a breast pop out. You gonna see this, that. It's like to the extreme. Like Jerry Springer on crack. Like exciting.
Wow.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
So y'all know I'm a reality show like junkie. So I was like, I'm taking it to the extreme. Let's get it. Let's do it. So got it. I watched everything that is on that channel. Everything. I'm paying $5.99. So I'm like, all right. So season 1 went off. Season 2 went off. No other seasons came back on for a lot of the other things. So the only thing on that channel right now is baddies. There's no other programming on that channel. So you're telling me that I'm paying $5.99 for one show.
Oh my gosh.
Zeus.
Really?
To get your SHIT together. Because after I watch the reunion of baddies, I am canceling my subscription. It's just like, baddies wasn't even good right now. It's like, before baddies was like good, but now it's watered down. The girls, you know, they live in different houses. They don't get along. It just turned into something different. And I don't want to watch it no more. So after I watched the reunion, because I already invested into the whole this last season, I'm good. And the next show that's supposed to come on is they have one of the baddies. Her name is Rolly, big girl. She's supposed to be like Rolly in Love or whatever, and they're supposed to be having guys, 20 guys. I think it says 20 guys and Rolly or something like that. I don't want to see that. I used to like Rolly. She one of the baddies and everything, but she then got a tummy tuck, a BBL, a breast reduction, and so she turned into a villain. A lot of people do not like her right now. She looks beautiful though. She was a big girl and she could fight. Like that girl can fight. But she took her fighting before to a point where it was more bullying at this point. Like this season, she's more of a bully. And a lot of people don't like her. Now you're going to try to have this show come on about her. And people comments are, I just want to see what people are going to say about her. People be saying that she stink. Like the other girls from other top, like you stink. You change your clothes, you need to wash your neck, and you do this, all this stuff. So people are saying, I only want to see that show to see what the guys are going to say about her. I don't care. Not for $5.99. Rolly can roll on through and care less.
Wow.
Care less. I'm mad. I was sitting there watching TV and I was like, ain't nothing else on this channel. It's just the baddies. That's it.
Wow.
So Zeus, y'all need to get it together. Because a lot of people watch baddies and they still collecting that $5.99 for just one show.
Oh no. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is so crazy. Yeah, they better get that together.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm done.
Well, you guys didn't tell me who you guys are going with as far as the football on the Super Bowl on Sunday.
I'm going
we got
for
Kansas City and we have San Francisco.
I'm going for some Nachos with cheese with jalapeno.
Well, I was gonna say some peppered wings.
Some wings. With some blue cheese dipping sauce.
I think I'm going to go with San Francisco for the simple fact that it's California.
That's what I'll go for. I'm going because it is California.
Because it's California. And the 49ers, Kansas City, nobody cares about them. And I'm not going with them because
of Taylor Swift. Boo!
So,
Boo!
I'm going to a Super Bowl party.
Oh, cool.
And I'm hoping that they have, the squares to where you can,
play the, yeah.
Oh, I love those things. They had some last year. So I'm going to take my money with me and buy a couple of squares.
Oh, that's cool.
See what happens.
That's cool. We got invited to a Super Bowl party by one of my comedian brothers, Benny Mena, because he is a diehard 49er fan. He's doing really good.
Okay.
But since we're sick, I don't feel comfortable being in nobody's house coughing and stuff. So
yeah, I got you.
I'm gonna just be here watching the game and make me some nachos or something, and I'll be fine.
Yeah. So I just can't wait to see the half. I don't even do football. I don't watch it. I could care less about it.
Yep.
But I want to see that halftime show like I did last year.
Halftime shows. Yep. I'm here for the halftime.
We had Rihanna last year.
Right. I'm here for the halftime.
White. Was it white jacket? Red jacket? Something. And she showed us her stomach. So this time I want to see Usher. I never got to see Usher in Las Vegas, so I want to see him sing and do some stuff.
Yes.
So.
We don't want to see Taylor Swift. So you stay wherever you at. Stay where you at, girl.
Did you guys know? Let me ask you this: did you guys know that Taraji has a hairline?
Yeah, it's at Target.
My daughter loves her stuff, and I'm like, and it smells good. I'm like, ooh, it was some mousse that my daughter had smelled so good, and I was like, I'm gonna try her product, and then I just saw something on TV. Margaret, you may want to look this up. It says that Beyonce's gonna launch one.
I heard that too. So Taraji's is called
I'm not buying that.
TPH by Taraji.
It's T what?
TPH. Taraji P. Henson. TPH.
Yeah, it was in like a clear bottle, kind of smoky looking bottle. And I saw it during the holidays when we were all back in Georgia, and it smelled so good. I'm like, what is that in your hair? And then she showed me, and I was like, oh, no, she had some stuff. She said, yeah, Mom. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, it smelled beautiful.
Target. They have it at Target, and I'm looking at this. I'm gonna get some of this. She has a Master Cleanse scalp wash. That's what I need for my hair.
Oh, okay.
Clean my scalp. Yeah, she does, and she does really good with it. And I found out about it because I have her on my TikTok. I think I have her on TikTok and I have her on Instagram. And she does like things to her hair, and she uses her products, and then she'll her hair is curly, so she'll roll it up or braid it or whatever. But she uses her products. I was like, oh, what's that? And so that's what she had.
Yeah, that's what Cardi was telling me. And Cardi uses her products, and she says they're really good. Every time she walks past me, I can smell her hair. It smells so pretty. Oh. And I'm like, that smells good. Okay. And it was a really nice mousse. And I can use it as a wrapping gel when I wash my hair because it just smells wonderful.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try it out.
I don't know what Beyonce's doing. I don't know if Beyonce's going to be hair products or hair, but it says that she's opening up a new hair line. I don't know what that means.
Her mom was a beautician, so I can see it.
Right.
Hairline, hair. Let me see hair products. I'm gonna see what she. I wouldn't buy it. No, I wouldn't get hers.
It says Beyonce is launching a new hairline.
Oh, hair care line, yeah.
Is that what it is, hair care line?
I mean, that first of all. The reason why I wouldn't get it because Beyonce, that's not her hair. Don't even work
her hair half the time.
Right, it's not her hair.
She probably would be better at selling the pieces and all that, right?
Yeah, but she I just looked on Glamour and they have her here, and this looks like this may be her hair. She does have long hair. Her hair is long, But for the most part,
yeah, Beyonce has long hair.
Yeah, for the most part, she wears a weave, so that's what we see. We don't see her
because she's protecting her hair.
Yeah, we don't see her hair to be like, I want to use your products because look at your hair. No, I'm looking at your weave.
Well, if she did a kids line, I think that would probably be more effective because
you can play off of blue
on her taking care of her girls.
And her girls, yeah.
But I'm not buying it because I'm tired of every time Dick and Harry putting out a damn hair care line.
Right. Yeah, that's true too.
Everybody got a hair care line. Everybody.
And a perfume.
I'm over it. Yeah, I'm over it.
Hair and perfume. No,
all that crap is labeled the same. It's formulated the same. Y'all just slapping different names on it. I'm dead.
It's the same as the Suave. The same as Suave.
I hope it's a little better than Suave.
Okay, Paul Mitchell. So Candy from the Real Housewives of Atlanta has announced that she will not be returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
It got real loud up here.
The rain. She won't be returning. She's been with the cast, I think, 13 years. She said they were taking too long to tell them who was going to be returning or not. And in the meantime, she had started picking up some jobs and things was going on. So she said she's going to take a break. Which is good. I mean, she's been on there a long time. Like they say, a lot of people don't like Candy, but Candy has since she's been with the Housewives, like she's like the one who has really opened up reality to everything. Her family, her mom, her first fiance being shot. Then she got with Todd, how her mom didn't like Todd, which spent off to like the old lady gang, and then spent off to some other stuff that had to do with her family. Like she's very family oriented, and she's like the only one that really showed her show her life. Not a fake one, not one that they try. That's what most of these other housewives are. Now you guys are like putting a puzzle together and trying to create this fabulous life when she just showed you who she is in her life, raw and uncut. That's who she is. So I think that she should step away for a little while. She ain't hurting for no money, and when she ready,
and you know what, she has a good business sense too, because
she does.
She has a line of lingerie and sex toys, and she has like these shows. She go out and do all these shows.
Yeah,
her products and things, and she's a very good actress.
Yeah,
so I think she's going to be okay.
She's a great actress. She's a great businesswoman. She tried to get the EGOT because she's been doing some of those Broadway plays. She's putting on The Wiz, which is coming out here, and I want to see it. So yeah, I mean, Candy don't let no grass grow under her feet. That's one thing. She's not worried about the Housewives, and it's time for her to go. When she was on there last season, she had to leave all the time because she was doing The Shy. She was doing the other play that she had. And some other things. So it's just like she try to be there, but then she's like, oh, okay, you guys gotta go. Or, I can't make it because I gotta be over here. Yeah, you should probably sit it out and, do the things that you love to do. And then it left the door open for her to come back. They didn't tell her, we're firing you. She said, I'm just gonna sit this one out. So she can come back. And as I was just hearing with the news, is that when she came on to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, it boosted their ratings because she was part of Escape. She was a part of the music community, and people knew who she was. These other we didn't know Nene, we didn't know Kenya, we didn't know Portia, we didn't know none of those people. We had to learn these people. But Candy was already a household name. We knew who Candy was.
Now, Portia is no longer on the show, right?
No, Portia's not on the show. She hasn't been on there for a while. Let's see. Let me see. Let's see. Announcement pretty soon about who is in Cast 16, and fans still wonder if they'll see more return with Portia Williams to the cast. They try to say Portia's gonna come back. She might. I think Cynthia should come back.
I kind of like Cynthia.
I like Cynthia. Sheree, she needs to go away. She just needs to go away. Portia with those antics too. So Nene, I'm done with Nene. Nene sued them, so she ain't coming back. So we'll see. We'll see what they come up with. Maybe they get some new. Oh, speaking of which, and I heard this on another podcast. So sorry, people, I'm biting off your thing. But did you guys hear about? Her name is Gail Lewis, and she was the one that had caught her husband cheating at the airport.
Girl, yes, I've been following that story for the last couple of weeks.
Yes.
I couldn't get enough of it.
Yeah.
What happened?
Go ahead, since you've been following the whole story.
So, playing Gail Lewis.
Gail Lewis.
She a black lady?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
In Atlanta.
She's been married for like 20-something years, like 25 years. She wanted to pick up her husband from the airport, so she called the airline.
Yes.
To see what kind of flight came.
Right.
So when she got the agent, she asked the agent, "Hey, what time flight 625 came?" And the agent said, "What is the passenger's name?" And she kind of popped at it. She was like, "Why do you need the passenger's name? I just need to come to the flight." And so she finally gave the representative her husband's name. So the representative looked it up and said, "Yes, your husband and Shamika King arrived 20 minutes ago." Like that.
I saw that on social media. I didn't follow it, but yeah. So what happened?
She thought that was being funny. So ultimately, she ends up at the airport and she catches her husband and the mistress sitting there having coffee or tea or whatever they having. He finally comes home and tells her the truth. She's sick to her stomach. She's like, "It's been 25 years. I had no inkling." After she busted him, he basically
because he traveled a lot about his job, and he said that he traveled a lot because of his job to her.
Right.
And he traveled alone.
And he used to take her on trips. Right. He stopped taking her to travel with the mistress. And see, here is Gail's downfall, and here's every woman's downfall, and let's just talk about it. Okay. She didn't pay no bills, so she didn't look at any bills.
She said that she would see the mail. She said that she would see the mail, and she went back when she found out, and she seen that he was spending a lot of money on this woman.
On her American
in the divorce, but furthermore, in the divorce, going back years, the woman had a credit card attached to her credit card. Ultimately. Yeah, like, oh boy was bold.
Oh wow!
Right? So he basically got a mistress, and he got a girlfriend, and he got a wife.
He said that he did not want a divorce; he wanted both of them. Because he said he didn't want his effing money messed up.
Whoa!
And that he did not want a divorce, But she said that he left her no choice; she wanted a divorce, and she was gonna get a divorce, and that was the last I seen it.
Because she wanted to move. Okay, after she found out everything, she said, "Well, what do we need to do? Do we need to move to different cities? Do we need a fresh start?" Like, she was willing to kind of get it together. She's like, "Maybe we just need a fresh start. Maybe just..." And he told her, "We can move, but I'm not going to stop seeing her."
I'm like, bye.
She was just like, at that point, she was like, he left her no choice, because I didn't know you. I didn't agree to this.
Right.
Yes, you've been taking care of me, but I didn't know that I was, part of a harem. Right. Essentially. And come to find out, Come to find out, that wasn't his first marriage, nor was that the first one that he cheated on.
Right.
Right? What? So they've just been, yes, that was his second or third marriage, and he's cheated on every wife he ever had.
Man.
Right? So, it's just kind of like, I don't know,
let me say this.
These days I got a different perspective on stuff, so
but her girlfriend said that they seen him in pictures on social media, and you know what? She kind of favors you a little bit.
They did say that. They said she looks like a younger you.
Wow.
So he had.
They did say that.
He had a tight.
Yep.
He got a tight. You can tell he got a tight.
When they was sitting there
in
the airport, oh my God, they just looked up at her.
They just looked up at her, and the girlfriend smirking, and see, I don't know if it bothers me more that she was just sitting there smirking at her. I would smack that girl across the face.
And let me tell you something. This is where I look at it, and I'm just gonna be honest with you as I possibly can. You can smirk all you want to. You can say anything you want to. But I'm saying this. Get him off my back. You can have it.
You can have it.
So what I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to give him to you with all the problems, and I'm going to let you deal with it, and I'm going to be over here peaceful.
Yep.
Because you don't even know this dude's history, and you're going to be the next victim. So let's just see how it work out for you guys or whatever. And maybe you can handle it. I can't handle it. I deserve better. I want better for myself. Good riddance. I'm good. Snicker all you want. Look at me any way you want or whatever. It's a whole different look, though, when you're with him 24/7. When you're back there cheap. It's a whole different look. Reality sets in, boo.
Yeah.
Reality sets in. So go ahead and take this from me because I know I deserve better and good luck. You know what I mean? I don't care about her snickering. I don't care what she say or whatever. Good riddance. Take this jackass off of me.
Yeah.
I'm tired anyway.
Yeah.
She wasn't gonna give up her husband originally. She was gonna try to make it work.
Yeah, she did.
And found out
after he was like he wasn't about to stop seeing her. She was like, okay, yeah, not so much, right?
I wouldn't even ask him to stop seeing her. I would have just said, I'm done.
I'm gonna stop seeing you. How about that? I'll stop seeing you.
I'll see you at the tournament.
That's crazy.
I'm not even asking you a question.
She was like 25 years, and I'm not saying, look, I don't know. People do what they do.
Right.
And especially in this day and age, I think I don't have the capacity anymore I feel like people, I don't know, I feel like people don't value relationships anymore anyway. So the fact that we get into these relationships and we so gung-ho, we in on them, we're committed, and people just be like, okay, I'm going to have you, her, and the next one.
Right.
You committed, that's good. You committed to me, but I'm not committed to you. Right? And it's like, what are we doing this for? We just need to be having one big old naked orgy.
Right. You might as well the way they doing things.
You.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I've been following it, but because there's now some speculation, because they went on the attack for the girlfriend. The friends, the family, they went on the attack on the girlfriend. Okay. The girlfriend used to be married. Or she currently, I can't remember if she currently married or used to be married.
Okay.
But they found her husband. They've been putting her pictures out there. The girlfriend was trying to say that Gail got the husband by cheating on him with the other wife.
Oh,
Gail was like, you ain't about to tell my story. I'm going to tell my own story. I didn't know he was cheating on the wife.
Right.
And I stopped seeing him once I found out he was cheating on the wife. So, but that's neither here nor there. My thing is, people use excuses when you were doing it, so what if I'm doing it? And you doing it don't make it any better, right? So, it's all, they got kids together. Gail and the husband got kids together, so it's just one big old...
How are you handling this? They older kids though. They ain't young kids, are they?
They're older kids. They're like 16, 17. Yeah.
Yeah.
How they handle
I haven't heard from the kids at all, so I don't know nothing about the kids.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Well, I found that very interesting, and so on one of my podcasts that I listened to, there was like, you know who we want to see on Real Housewives of Atlanta? Gail Lewis.
You know, it was so funny. I was just on social media and it popped up, and I just started, listening, and then went back and I just said, "Wow!" I felt so sorry for her. I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!" And then that was it. That night, and I couldn't find it again, and it was like done. And then when you brought it up here a minute ago, I'm like, "Oh yeah."
I said, yeah, because Gail Lewis is Candy's friend.
What?
It's Candy's friend. So Candy and Gail Lewis, this is how I found out about it. Gail and Candy got on the live, and she said, y'all listen to this. So my daughter is telling me, Mom, did you hear about the lady that caught her husband cheating at the airport? It's all over TikTok. And she was like, no. She said, and then she turned it on for me, and I was like, that's Gail. And then Gail popped her head in. She was like, that's my friend right here. Like, that was her. I was like, oh, yeah. Can you have her come on to the Real Housewives? Because I like her. I listened to a couple of her little TikToks. I like her. She'll be interesting. I think she will be very interesting. So,
I mean, and then her friends was seeing them on social media and everything. I'm just like, oh my god, they've been together for a while.
Yep. And see, like Patrice was saying, like the friends is now going after the mistress. See, I can't control. I'm just gonna tell you, I can't control what my friends is gonna do. I can't stop them. I can't make them do nothing. They felt sorry for me. I didn't tell them to go attack nothing. Those my people. That's what happened when you do dirt. Dirt come back.
And her husband looked kind of old, didn't he?
Yeah, he was older. She said he was fat. He said he was fat. He said he wasn't even my type when I first met him. She said, but I gave it a chance.
When I see him sitting there in that airport, I'm like, he looks old.
Yeah. He looks
like
old.
that. But you know what, that life when he came
He gotta be in his late 60s.
He really does. He really does. And you know what? It's going to catch up to him, though. That's going to catch up to him.
Yeah.
All that stuff is going to catch up to him. He's the one that's going to be sitting somewhere in a convalescent home with no visit.
Right.
By himself. His kids not even coming. His kids are not coming because they're not respecting him. Even, his ex-wives and what he did to them and stuff. This guy is a horrible guy. I mean, who can trust him? He probably doesn't have any friends either.
Right.
Because if you cheat on your wife, I mean, that's your character. If you're a cheater like that and stuff like that, you don't even care about your friendships. You don't even know how to have friendships or whatever, because if the lady that you live with and that you married and that you have kids with and you would cheat on her, if you would cheat on her, you don't even love her enough to hold that covenant that you guys have together or whatever.
Right.
Dude, how can I trust you?
Right.
How can I trust you?
I'm like, you can't have him. He did the same thing with me. Talk about,
right.
I'm divorcing my wife and da 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 da. He probably told you the same thing, same story. So you can have him.
And it's so funny because when people tell me, I have male friends, and when they sit up and they, how they sit back and talk about their life and stuff like that, and when they tell me something that's really like, dog, I look at them different. I look at them differently because I'm like, wow, so you was like that dude?
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
like I'm good.
That's not saying much for you to me. Period. Your character and who you really are. You know what I mean? And I do. And I know it's not right, but I feel very differently about them.
No, you're not changing. You're not changing who you. That's who you are.
That's who you are.
Yeah.
That's who you are.
Yeah.
I just, it's a whole new perspective. I'm just like, I just, and sometimes it really hurts the friendship, to be honest with you. I'm just like, no.
So Wendy Williams is.
Oh yeah, Margot.
Yeah. She's moved back to Florida with her with her family, her side of the family. They had a radio personality, I'm sorry, I don't have the person's name, from New York, who was Wendy's friend, went to go check on her at her place in New York. And when she got there, they said that she had moved. Like, she was a couple of months too late because she had already moved back to Florida. Mm-hmm. So she's back in Florida, and they're talking about this documentary that they're going to have on Lifetime. They have the, I don't think I'm trying to think if the son is a part of it. I think they asked him to be a part of it, and you know, he was talking or whatever. Her son is very handsome.
He looks like both of them.
He looks just like both of them.
Yeah, he does. He looks like both of them. And what they said was that they were kind of alluring to me that this guy that's working with Wendy, they believe that he's working with Kevin a little bit. Mm-hmm. And they think that they are both taking Wendy's money.
Yeah, I believe it. I don't know if he's working with Kevin.
Who's that guy?
His name is Will, and he was her jeweler at first.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that guy.
Yeah, and then he turned to be her manager, and then he said he didn't want to manage her or something weird. But I think that he has something to do with a lot of just allowing her to kind of do what she do. But I think, what I hope is that somebody came from the family and got her to go, like to get away from him, to go with them back to Florida. But she just...
So now they need to follow the money, though. They need to find out where her money is and what's going on with that.
Yeah. Now, they were saying, like, the lady who was the executor, or no, the conservator, something not right with her either. Like, money is going places that they don't know where it's going.
No conservationships.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
No. It's just sad because, you know, we know Wendy Williams from way back in the day, all the way through her talk show, all the way to her, like, demise and mental health and all that stuff. And it's just real sad. And it happens to a lot of talk show hosts. You know, like, talk show hosts, they disappear. Like, something happens. Like, what's her name? Barbara Walters disappeared. Johnny Carson disappeared. What's that? Jenny Jones disappeared. Ricky Lake.
What happened to Jenny Jones?
Disappeared. And then Ricky Lake come in and out. You know, she'll come in and out.
Yeah, she pop in and out.
Yeah, but they disappear. Like, it's something.
Sally Jesse Raphael.
Sally Jesse Raphael disappeared.
What is that other lady's name? LaRonda?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Rolanda.
Yeah. They
Never heard.
They just gone in midair. They're not dead. Well, I know that Barbara Walters is, but you never even really heard anything about that.
I didn't see Barbara for years, and then all of a sudden Barbara was dead.
Yeah.
What, 2 years ago? Then all of a sudden Barbara was dead. I knew that was going to happen to Barbara. I knew that she was just going to disappear, and then all of a sudden we were going to, hear one day that she was dead. I didn't think she was going to come back in public, in the public face of public. I didn't think she would. Yeah, she was done. But it's hard to see, like, the rise and then the fall of people. Like, I was a still am a Wendy Williams fan. Oh, you were a big fan.
Big fan. I mean, I recorded every Wendy Williams from the beginning to her last ones. I wasn't really vested in when they had the people that came in. I liked Sherry for the most part, but I haven't been able to get into, like, her as a show right now. I haven't watched it.
I remember Wendy when they were on the radio, her and Charlamagne. Yeah. There was some good shows, though. Yeah. Her and Charlamagne, there was some really good shows.
Yeah. I remember them back in the day, too, like that. And then when she came on, she did, like, a little, couple little episodes on VH1 for something, like, back in the day. And I was like, oh, they're Wendy Williams. And then all of a sudden she was she got to the talk show, and I was like, I was stuck. I was like, all right, cool. But to see her, she's a very super smart person. And I think after her breakup with her husband, and then her mom passing away. Something a switch flipped in her head and made her mentally something. So
yeah. And I know that Wendy didn't spill all her money because she was very frugal, and she said she was.
Yes.
She said she was. She said that she wasn't that person to spend a lot of money like that.
On bags and stuff. She never was that person. Mm-mm. So I really want to see this documentary just to see who and what and what they're gonna say. She was big on documentaries, and this is how I'm gonna know if she has anything to do with it. Is because she's big on documentaries to be able to tell the story. She didn't want to, even like on her own. She said, whatever you can say in the amount of time that they give you, but she said she didn't want to skimp. She wanted to say her side and the way she felt, and I think that she did that. But
right. I hope it's a good one, and I hope that the people and us. I think, and I'm hoping that. It depends on what we see, but I hope that, the same things can happen for her that happened for Britney Spears.
Yeah, like she can kind of,
and people can see and they will, start trying to help her get out of this, whatever she's into or whatever, and then make sure she's well taken care of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the documentary is called Where is Wendy Williams, and it airs on February 24th and February 25th. So it's a 2-night on Lifetime.
Okay. Okay. So we'll start seeing the previews coming up pretty soon. Okay.
Yeah. And one of the previews that I did see, somebody was trying to take a alcohol bottle, and they're like, "Do you drink all this?" She was like, "Put it back, and she has thyroid,
Graves' disease.
Yeah, Graves' disease, and her eyes are super poked out. And I'm like, oh God, like I don't want to see her like that. But it was just like she was like, put it back.
And her face looked really thin too.
Yeah. So I'm like, ugh. So we'll watch out for that. We are going to watch the Monique on Shannon Sharp. We'll report on that next week because.
Yes, I'm going to watch that tonight. But yeah, we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah. What'd you say, Patrice? Oh. And then Bob Marley movie comes out next week on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
I'm gonna go see that.
Go see that the weekend.
Mm-hmm. And then rest in peace to Carl Weathers and Toby Keith, who both passed away. One passed away on February 1st, and the other one passed away like yesterday. Toby Keith passed away like yesterday, and Carl Weathers was on February 1st.
Right, and Carl died at home.
He died at home.
I guess he died in his sleep, and then Mr. Combs, Toby, he died of stomach cancer. They said he's had that battle for a while.
Mm-hmm. He was only, 65 or something like that?
No, he was like 62.
62? Okay, yeah.
Young guy.
Young, yeah. So,
he was a young guy.
Rest in peace, prayers to their families. And then I'm going to wrap up the Let's Talk About It with this Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion beef. And the beef is only coming from one side. Like, Megan was holding the plate. Yeah. and Nicki got the beef. So Megan had made a song called Hiss, Hiss. And in one of the lyrics that she said, she made a reference, something, I'll look it up, but it's something about Megan's Law. She didn't say Nicki's name, she didn't say Nicki's husband's name. So, but I guess that because Nicki's husband is a sex offender, she got offended when she said Megan's Law. And so she assumed that Megan was talking about her. So then she took to social media and Instagram and just went super crazy. Going off on Megan, put out a song called Bigfoot, talking about, you lying on your dead mama. Like, it was just like,
oh my God,
what is happening? What is happening? I don't get it. But one thing, and I like Nicki Minaj. But I like Megan Thee Stallion's flow better than Nicki Minaj. Megan Thee Stallion never commented on anything that she was doing, so it looks like a crazy person just going crazy, and everybody's like, well, except for her stans, but it's like, what are you talking about? She never mentioned your name, first of all. So why are you going like on this 3-hour, 3-day tour on Megan, who did not say anything about you or your man? So are you feeling away? You feeling away? She didn't say your name.
Wow.
She didn't say her husband's name, but Nikki said Megan's name plenty of times. So I don't know. I don't get it. I think that Nicki Minaj is too old to be beefing with people. Let me see. How old is she? How old is Nicki Minaj?
I think she's 40, isn't she?
Let me see. Let's see. She is 41. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you in your common years. You need to calm it on down. You don't need to be over here creating beefs that don't need to be. She had made a song. Nicki Minaj made a song last year about Megan Thee Stallion called Red Ruby the Sleeves, because you know that Megan always had like the red hair or whatever.
I can't.
I'm like, what? And so in one of her verses, she said, I don't F with horses since Christopher Reeves. So she called her a horse.
These people are crazy. Oh my
They
goodness.
just go for the juggler, like, for what? But Megan always come back like way better than you. Like, why? I don't get it. I really don't get it. So I hope she gets it together. Let me see. This is what Megan said on her album. These hoes don't be mad at Megan. These hoes mad at Megan's law. I don't really know what the problem is, but I guarantee y'all don't want me to start. So then
She just said, well, her name is Megan. Okay, so we could have did the Megan's Law. What, Megan's Law.
Yeah,
I get that.
it
It doesn't necessarily have to be about her husband at all.
Not at all. So they said the fans suspect that she would suspected. So you suspected this was a direct jab at Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, who was convicted of attempt in 1995, received a 3-year probation in July for a sex offender, and registered as a sex offender in California in 2020. That's you. You suspected it, but you get shot in your foot, and you have a big foot, and she just going crazy. And
oh my gosh!
And all along, Little Miss Megan Thee Stallion is on your Planet Fitness commercials, chilling, making money, floating around in the sky. She's doing interviews, never mentioning your name. She's just living her life. Not even thinking about nothing that you're talking about, and you over here raging on IG for hours.
And why do we always have to just break each other down?
Right.
What's the purpose of that?
You don't need...
The stage is big enough for the both of them.
Mm-hmm.
My gosh.
She said...
It's like we just start going at each other's throats, man.
Yeah.
My God.
She said... She repeatedly says, lying on your dead mama. On your dead mama. Lying on your dead mama.
Oh, my God.
You 41 years old. That's like a kid going, na 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 na. Why are you doing that? Why are you saying that? That's just so mean. And so she said, the bitch fell off. I said, get up on your good foot.
Damn, Nikki, damn.
That's crazy. Oh, my God.
Woo! She needs to stop. She needs to stop. That was a good one, though. But stop it. It's just unnecessary. And I don't like Megan. Megan's unbothered. She's not worried about you. She hasn't said anything So far, like I can't find nothing where Megan said anything. It's all Nikki. So get it together, girl. Go on and be an old lady. An old lady rapper or whatever you want to be. No, let me leave her alone because I do like Nikki. Nikki got flows, but Nikki be twisting her stuff and being weird. So I can't give it that shit.
I don't even remember a Nicki Minaj song that I cared for. I don't know. I can't name one. I'm sorry.
You know what? I can't name one either, but I liked her. I like when she first came out. I think it's probably her first album that I like. And then she started sing rapping, and then I was like, what? What are we doing? You turn into a home. If my niece was in here, I'd be getting beat up because she is a Nicki Minaj fan.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, that's cool. But Megan got her all day. Megan's flows are just way better than Nicki Minaj. She's actually saying something. I don't know. Her over here talking about lying on your dead mama. What are you talking about? What's happening? So.
And then they were talking about they knew where her mother was buried.
Yeah.
The gravesite or something, and you know what you need to do or something.
Yeah.
That was in some type of post. That was crazy.
Yeah, y'all leave her mom.
That part right there was just, that was crazy.
And if y'all want to do something stupid like that, go ahead. Go ahead. And I hope you get caught. I'm sure they have security and all that because you guys told what you might do or whatever. So I'm sure her mom's grave is well protected. But if you guys feel like you need to do that for what is that going to do? Go ahead and get caught and go to jail for somebody that don't even know you or care about you. You are a nothing in their existence. So
right.
She ain't gonna come bail you out. That's like that Donald Trump syndrome. You know, y'all want to go and do shit in the name of your Lord Trump, and y'all think he gonna come and help you. He's not. He's not. He doesn't care about you. He wants you to make a fool out of yourself. So he can have something to talk about, but he's not gonna come save you. He's not gonna come bail you out of jail. He's not doing none of that. He ain't gonna pardon you. He don't even know you. He don't care nothing about you. Nothing about you. All right, y'all. I think I talked enough. I'm gonna have to go take a NyQuil. Oh, it's already 9:30. It's like before 9:30. I ain't gonna be able to wake up, but we'll be here next week. Oh, next week is Valentine's Day.
Oh, but next Wednesday is Valentine's Day. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I'll be here. I don't ever go nowhere on Valentine's Day because everybody and their loves want to be out on Valentine's Day and everything is crowded.
Okay.
Yeah. Me and my love will do something probably after Valentine's Day.
Maybe the weekend after?
I don't want to be out there with all the lovely people.
So make sure that when you do that, you get out there that weekend and see Bob Marley, okay?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm going to be in Vegas that following weekend. My niece turns 18 on February 13th.
Oh, does she? You guys going to Vegas?
Yep, she's going to Vegas. And my mom's birthday is February 12th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. That's nice.
Yep. So we're going to go to her favorite restaurant, which was El Torito's over here in Hawthorne. She loved El Torito's. So we're going to do that.
That's nice. So you guys going to be in Vegas for the weekend?
Yeah, we'll be in Vegas the 17th and 18th. And then 19th is the holiday, so we'll come back on the 19th.
What holiday?
President's Day.
That means the kids out of school?
Yep, the kids out of school.
Yeah.
So they get more days off than a little bit.
Yeah, they do.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Well, it's better to go next weekend instead of this weekend.
Yes.
And everybody's going to be there.
Yes. Yep. That's what we planned it too. It's like, Everybody going to be out there. Ain't trying to be out there.
It's going to be crazy. That whole week is going to be crazy.
Yep. So, cool. So we'll see you guys next week. And hope you guys have a great
Everybody
week.
have a safe week. And if you're in California, please stay dry. If you're anywhere, really, let me say that.
Yeah. Anywhere that's crazy weather, just be safe, stay dry.
And stay home if you can.
Stay home if you can. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. All right. We'll see you next week.
Good night.
Good night, y'all.
Be safe.
Good night, everybody.
All right. Bye-bye.